I a rock star? I think my smoke detector is actually beeping. It's because this sounds so fire. Welcome back to Chronically Musical. My name is Alice and I am a professional, mostly classical violist living with a couple of autoimmune diseases, and this channel is where I share videos about what it's like to be a professional musician and what it's like to be chronically ill, hence the name. Now this is the second in my two-part mini-series all about the NS Design Wave 5 series violin that I bought a couple of years ago. Part 1 of the series, which you can watch clicking up here, is really getting into the nitty-gritty specs of the instrument, and I also share some of the things I like and maybe don't like as much about it. But this video, part 2, is all about pedals. Now, much like part 1 of this video series, I have to give you a disclaimer. But unlike part 1 of this video series, this disclaimer is purely based on my own ignorance. So who better to demonstrate effects pedals on an electric violin than someone with little to no experience using them? If you clicked on this video to learn how to set up your pedal chain, or learn about, I don't know, like the science of sound, or electrical engineering, or volts or something, then this is not the right video for you. But if you came here looking for a nerdy classical musician who's experimenting with the different sounds they can create using an electric instrument and an amp and a bunch of pedals they've never tried before, then you're in the right place. So let me give you a rundown of the pedals we're gonna be using today real quick. Let's cut to the other video. We've got a wah pedal over here, very excited to try that out. We've got a chromatic tuner that is less exciting but very useful. We have the metal pedal. I don't know anything about this, except that it says metal zone on it. Chorus pedal is actually my pedal, also don't know anything about it. We have this cool orange one, I don't know what it does. This is apparently supposed to help with the amp hum, I don't know. And then this one, that I think is a tremolo pedal, but I don't know how that is gonna work on violin. So yeah, this is our chain. Now I tried to set this up where you should be able to see my, my feet and the pedal board beneath me, and hopefully can see me kind of click the pedals as we go. I don't know if it's gonna work. Again, I've never done this before. Also, ignore my ugly socks, but I guarantee they are more attractive than my ugly toenails. So there you go. So let's play. Now again, if you want to learn more about this exact instrument, this is the Wave 5 5-string electric violin from NS Design. You can watch part 1 of my video series, and I go into detail about it. But for now, we're gonna see what kind of sounds we can make. So I'm gonna turn on my amp. Again, this is an acoustic amp, and there might be a little hum. I've been told by the person who let me borrow all of these pedals that that is probably something in the chain. Again, this is not the video to come to if you want to know what that means. So sorry if that's happening. Okay, so this is just the clean sound through the amp. I don't have any of the pedals on, and there's no reverb on this amp. And I think honestly, for an instrument that doesn't have a hollow body, it's got like a nice bit of resonance on it. I don't have a reverb pedal set up here right now, which actually I think is maybe a good thing, so you're gonna get like the genuine, authentic sound of the pedals. But normally I would run this through reverb or have reverb set on the amp. So yeah, I have my volume all the way up, but I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. And then this is like a treble or a gain. I think it's more of like a gain knob. Yeah, but it's really, it just brings out the treble in the instrument, which as a violist, I can't really get behind. Okay, let's mess with some pedals. So first up we have a wah pedal, and I'm not genuinely confident on how to use this, so I'm just gonna click it and we'll see. I think I have to like click it to activate it. Dang it, that's cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna nerd out this whole time. Oh god, this takes like some legit coordination. And then I guess I just click it to turn it off. Okay. Yeah, that, you know, I picked a string instrument because I can do two things at once with my hands, but when it comes to using my feet, like this is why I can't play piano, because I can't read two different clefs in two different hands and do three pedals. It's just too much for my brain. Okay, turned it off. We're having success. So this is just a tuner, which I actually probably should have used first. I typically tune to 441. So this is reading a little bit high, which means it's probably accurate. Also, if you're new to this like I am and you don't know how any of this stuff works, when you activate your tuner, it actually shuts your sound off. So if you're on stage, you know, performing with a big rock band, as one does, you can just like tap this tuner, tune really quietly, and no one's gonna like actually be able to hear your sound, which is cool. And then you click it off, and your sound's back through whatever amplification system you have. So that, okay, this is a tip. That's why you want the tuner to be the first in your pedal chain. It's the first thing in your chain, okay? I know I have the wah pedal over here. I don't know what that means, but if you didn't have a wah pedal, chromatic tuner is the first thing in your chain. Next, we have this metal pedal. That's what I'm calling it, because I don't actually know what it is. So I'm just gonna click it and we'll see how it goes. Rocka! Cool, man! So this kind of is cool because it works with pizzicato, which makes sense because, for the record, all these pedals are designed not for this instrument. They're for guitar. So, seeing as guitar is not a bowed string instrument, it makes sense that a lot of these pedals would work kind of similarly because the string is vibrating. With plucking. Oh man, that's cool. Super out of tune, but whatever. There are some things on here that I don't really know what these buttons do. This says level, then there's like an EQ section, and then this it says DIST. I don't know what dist means. But let's like turn the level down and dist up. Oh, okay, so it's just like a little less of that sort of metal. The scary thing is that the metal level was like not actually all the way up, so what happens when you turn it all the way up? Okay, I didn't even play. I'm literally touching the hair. Okay, alright, lesson learned. So we don't turn the metal level to 11. It stays where it is. But cool, this is a fun one. Let's like, oh, dist is distortion. We figured it out. Let's check out our chorus pedal. Now this actually is mine, but I have never played with it with this instrument. I played with it with those hybrid acoustic electric instruments. Haven't really messed around with this one. So let's see how it goes. So right now it just kind of sounds like a reverb pedal. So let me turn up this rate button. Let's see what that does. Oh, there we go. There's something going on. A little pitchy. Maybe I'm out of tune. Depth. We're turning up depth. Let's turn both all the way up. Cool! It just sounds like a bunch of out-of-tune violins are playing with me. That's probably my fault. But like, I don't know, it's kind of neat. Oh, those are the wrong notes. Yeah, you get the idea. Cool, okay, chorus pedal, awesome. Now we have this, this MXR Phase 95. I know exactly what this is gonna do. Is it like a delay? Maybe? Cool. There's like some buttons on here. Speed. Oh. That's fun. That's kind of like delay meets wah pedal, maybe? Maybe it's like a phaser and that's why it's called Phase 95. I don't know. I probably could have like Googled this and very easily figured it out, but where's the fun in that? Okay, let's see. What does this button do? It says... I don't know what it says. It's in a script lettering and it's very hard to read. I don't know what that does. Yeah, I can't really tell a difference between pressing that right button under the script that I can't read and not. So if you know what it does, let me know. Okay, next up here we have this Donner noise killer. It's a noise killer pedal that is supposed to help with the buzz. So I'm just gonna like not touch that because I don't think there's anything on it that I really need. Now, then we have this very complicated looking one. It's a parabola solid state tremolo pedal. I don't know how tremolo is gonna work on an electric violin. I also, in keeping with the trend, have no idea what all these knobs do because they don't really have English labels on them. They have like pictures, which you think would be easier. But yeah, let's just click it and see. What does this button do? I don't know what that button does. Okay, let's see. Let's, oh, in, out. So this is my sound. What does this do? Okay, so that's kind of like controlling my volume. I don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Again, these pedals aren't designed for a violin, so some of them just may not like work on this instrument, which I am not surprised by with this tremolo. Yeah, it's not like what I was expecting from this, but maybe if we like pluck it. does something. I'm just not super clear I know what that something is. What if we turn in all the way down and up and out all the way up? Huh, I don't know. I'm not enthused. I am probably entirely like using this wrong. Feel free to come at me in the comments and say all the things I am doing incorrectly, or maybe kindly educate me on what I could do differently, because I don't know how this pedal works. Anyway, cool. Well, those are the pedals. I don't know. I feel like I should play like some actual rep. I've always wanted to play the Scheherazade violin solo. Do you know what I'm talking about? This is gonna sound insane. This is so wrong. It's kind of funny, in the higher registers, it's like the overtones are too high for the pedal to read. So we get up here, and it pretty much just sounds like a really high violin, but in the lower range. Let's try this metal with this one, the phase one. I don't like that. Maybe let's try it with the wah pedal. Oh. I wish I knew like guitar stuff I could play. Oh, we could do like power chords. Gosh, that is so much fun. I mean, seriously. All right. Well, that was fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did randomly testing out these pedals. If you're a string player and you're interested in exploring the world of electric instruments, you really should. It's so much fun. I know it can be really overwhelming, and that's part of why I haven't taken the time to learn all of this stuff, because it just feels like a whole other world that I have to figure out and get like a grasp on, and that's just a little hard for me when I'm already just like constantly trying to perfect my own craft. So that's kind of why I haven't really learned about this stuff. But if you're interested in it, I guarantee you can go into like your local guitar center. If you already have an electric instrument, you should just bring it. You could try them out. That would be fun and probably cool for the people there, because it's not something that they see as often. Also, Electric Violin Shop is a great resource. They're really great over there. They're all really nice. You can ask any questions you might have. You can also follow them on TikTok. They have great TikTok content. So yeah, my point is just like, perhaps if you're interested, consider consulting an actual professional who knows what they're doing instead of this video. But this could be a little dip your toe in the water, introduce you to some new stuff, maybe pique your interest, and that's really all I'm trying to do. Let me know what your favorite of these pedals are in the comments, and again, like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm definitely doing something wrong. So tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or if there's another pedal that you think I should try, let me know about that too, because like, I'm down to expand on this if you guys are interested in it. And again, if you missed part 1 of this video series talking about the details of this really super cool instrument, you can go watch that. It's also on my channel, along with a whole bunch of other videos about like enemas and suppositories and things, because I've got some gastrointestinal issues as well, but it makes me fun and interesting. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I had a ton of fun with this. I hope you did too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.